Alright guys, Setcrubber here back again today, and here I am in the United States of America on the West Coast, but no excuse to miss a video. The last couple of days have been pre-recorded stuff, so today I wanted to go into some detail on the things that have happened the last couple of days, mainly centering around this MUTEX situation. A lot of people have been talking about it. I think the opinions on this tend to be very polarized, so I wanted to go into that today, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So yeah, like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. Let's just hop right into it then, because there's some clips I want to share, so let's just crack on with it. First of all, this was pretty funny. The London Royal Ravens and Padaman over here was having an absolute go at OpTic Gaming, so effectively he says, going to tell my grandkids this is the most loved CoD team, the new OpTic Gaming LA logo, and then OpTic Gaming said, going to tell my grandkids this is the best league team announcement, and then, cool, this was a hell of a clapback, really. Going to tell my grandkids this is a pro team 250-19, and Dallas have continued on their rampages of late. Just before the video I made on Friday, we heard about this big update, right? And McWilliam said, finalizing notes for the big update. Notes are a little over 2 pages long. I talked about in that video how, yes, the CDL is clearly listening. There's this 15,000 pro point reversion which has been made, which is a good change in my opinion. And Infinity Ward also looked like they were making strides in the right direction. But just in very typical fashion, they announced some changes here. So, you know, okay, dead silence, now, you know, fixed in CDL, whatever. Thermal scopes are available to see through smokes. They fixed, like, the sky cam and things like this. But as a result, as is tradition really with Infinity Ward updates, it actually broke more things than it fixed. The sky cam, you know, the removal of it, I thought it might increase how good the spawns are. Apparently, to some degree, it's made them worse. Spawns are still absolutely atrocious in most game modes. Yes, they've made some changes. They've made some spawn changes, I think, now on some Petrograd. Look, we're slowly getting in the right direction, but as Parasite says right here, the thermal grenades, the issue with this was that you could still see players through the smoke even if they had cold-blooded. How does this even happen? You fix the thermal so that it properly sees through a smoke, as it surely is intended to do, but now even if you use cold-blooded, which is the counter to it, through a smoke, you can still be seen. Like, how is it even possible for this to be messed up? You know, we're a month into the game now. This is something that you would have expected to have as a feature in the beta, if not in the alpha, much earlier. Has never been an issue in previous CODs, but, you know, it's Infinity Ward, baby. So yeah, that's to start off today's video. Let's get into then this MUTEX situation, and I'll just share you this clip, because firstly, it's crucial to note that the clip that was first going around, the context wasn't fully there, and you know, I'm not going to give MUTEX any sympathy in this video, but I think it's best to be balanced when you look at this situation. So if you guys don't know, effectively what happened is MUTEX, I think, was hosted someone and then kept on playing in the background, didn't realize that he was still streaming. So a clip that he wasn't expecting to be recorded and be live on air was in fact recorded and was live on air. And the clip that was initially going around was very, you know, it was purposely cut in a way that made MUTEX look as worst as possible. If you look at this clip, it's a 2-minute clip, I'll share it with you guys. The context isn't quite what it seemed at first. It's still not a great thing to say by any means. I'm not defending what he said, but I think in terms of the context, it is more of two friends just having a go at each other, rather than him just outright attacking someone. So look, I'll share the video.
You told me I cost you 30.
You did! You shit it! How are you gonna deny it?
Bro, okay, brother.
How are you gonna deny it? What
Brother.
the fuck is wrong with you?
The
There's
first
no
round,
way.
we would have won if your call wasn't that fucking garbage. I'm sorry. You literally said
we literally
both on
lost
me.
6-1, dude. 6-2. It doesn't matter. That's one round out of 4. You shit it.
Okay.
I already admit it was my fault. Admit that you shit the sheets. You
Okay,
shit
but
the
why
fucking
do you keep saying you lost fucking full?
Because you lagged out.
Even
It was
before I
fucking
lagged out,
annoying.
you were saying I lost full. You kept saying it, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
did you
wow,
not
it's
see
so
how
motivating,
fucking
dude.
annoying? Okay. All right. Yo, so motivating,
bro,
guys. So
bro.
motivating,
If I was saying I lost
You
fucking full, you'd say the same thing to me.
so motivating.
Yeah,
You're
you do the
trolling
same
me,
thing,
dude.
bro. If I was saying
No,
I lost full,
dude,
you'd say the
no,
same thing.
no.
Yes, because I've done it before. You're like, re-fucking game, you're killing my vibe. Yeah, you've done the same many times. Fucking puss stain.
Nice try, bro.
Alright, you gonna show me proof of the fucking
I'm trying to find it.
bathroom?
I don't remember what round it was. Was it first round? Yeah, I don't remember. I just went
No.
through a bunch of fucking rounds. I don't see it.
It's the round where you told me to grab the fucking bomb and then like fucking
Yeah, I'm not listening.
Close the
I'm just
door.
skipping. I'm just gonna skip through round by round. It was first round. It was. Side. Yep.
where?
After. One shot. Yeah, Yeah, 3 seconds later, he said, "You fucking autistic idiot."
Alright, let me see it.
You autistic
Send it
fucking
to me.
retard,
Send it
you
to
dirty
me.
little fucking retard
Yeah.
fuck.
Send it.
Dumb fuck said I could run away, dude.
Send it.
Trying to blame me for this round. Get a fucking grip. Click on the video and pause it at six hours.
So look, far from a great thing to say. He definitely shouldn't have said it. He knew he wasn't on stream, or he didn't think he was on stream, right? At the same time, I think there is a bit of a witch hunt going on right now. People always tend to give the benefit of the doubt to people they like, and because MUTEX isn't particularly well liked in the community, there's a hell of a lot of like witch hunting, let's go take this guy's job. And you know, if Dallas Empire want to remove him from the team, because he is of course an S&D analyst for their squad right now, which is the main risk for him for sure, if they want to go ahead and do that, that's obviously their discretion. In a second we'll go on to the XQC. I believe XQC is an Overwatch player. He got removed from the Dallas Fuel, I think a while ago, or maybe he was partnered with the Dallas. I'm not sure all of the details on this story, but I think he said something on stream and then he put like a Twitch emote that was questionable in the chat in different context, and then they ended up removing him from the team. If the same ownership group, as it is owning the Dallas Empire, then maybe this will also result in a similar effect. I do think that the context on that clip is slightly different. It's still not a great thing to say. At the same time, you know, I believe this is the guy that he was targeting those insults, I guess, at. Literally my brother, and the fact that some people think this is he mistreated me when brothers talk this way to each other, when the cameras are off, when it's one-on-one. I was talking some smack, but of course it was recorded in a way to make Charles look bad, so Charles is MUTEX. At least the original clip, that one shows the full context. I'm not condoning the language that was used, but everyone makes mistakes and people don't use words they don't mean when they're messing around. He's a sibling to me, etc, etc. Now, like, it's difficult, really, for me to be too sympathetic here. Like, MUTEX is 25 years old. He should know better than this. Some of the stuff he said in the past. I also think the way he's gone about apologizing for it. If he came out and said, look, you know, I'm sorry for my actions, I'll maybe donate. I think he's going to do, like, a stream for autism awareness or something like that. But look, at the end of the day, his apologies and what's come out seem like a lot of self-pity. And you know, I can, you know, a clip that's taken out of context, it's happened with people in the past. Really famous YouTubers have had things that have, you know, they said that they shouldn't have said. Sadakis, PewDiePie, all of this stuff. They've recovered in the way that they've, you know, addressed it and have made sure that it doesn't happen again, right? The way that MUTEX has addressed this, I don't think is an ideal way to address it. So we'll have a look at that in a second. He does this, you know, I'm so sorry video. He's like tearing up and stuff like this. A lot of self-pity in my opinion. Personally, I don't think he's genuinely sorry for any offense he's caused. I think it's more that he's sorry for himself in that the position he's potentially costed himself his position and the 50+ grand that he'd be getting paid on this team. And you know, here's the guy that exposed the original clip. So that's the original clip I shared of you guys, not the original one. He definitely didn't mean to be malicious. Such words shouldn't be used, but people make mistakes. And I understand that, right? And in different circumstances, I think that we could say, okay, look, fair enough. Maybe this guy, if he was 20, if he was 19 or something like that, we could say, okay, look, understandable. As long as you learn and grow and improve, then, well, if I was the Dallas Empire, I'd be like, okay, maybe benefit of the doubt. But this guy's 25 years old, right? And we'll have a look at something he said in a second when he was 20 that is obviously completely unacceptable anyway. The fact that he hasn't kind of learned, it makes it very difficult for me to be sympathetic. Of course, this is the sorry video he did, which I didn't really want to share because he kind of saw it in the background. This is just the way he responded. So let's just scroll down here and wait for these tweets to load. So this is how he effectively responded to the initial situation. It really, it makes it difficult for me to have too much sympathy for him. Look at all these retweets. So anyway, he does the I'm so sorry thing, and then all he does is retweet a load of people saying that he's done nothing wrong. So everyone who said, oh, this is fine, you know, stuff happens, mistakes happen, he retweeted all of it, which kind of makes me think, is he genuinely sorry? Is he genuinely apologizing? Or is he just, you know, self-pitying for his own situation that he's put himself in? This isn't really the way to go about it, right? Everyone, including Benji, which is the name of the guy who he was targeting, or however you want to say it, knows you generally didn't mean it. I don't think you should be punished. Says T-Tony, that was a convo for you and Benji. Everyone in the community knows you do have a special friendship and talk to each other how you do. Those are just things you got to keep behind closed doors. Keep your head up and wish for the best. And then, okay, he does the I'm so sorry video. And then he comes out with a second one. Can't believe I've ruined my life. Can't believe it. 12 years of grinding down the drain. Okay, he's just looking for sympathy and people to say, oh, you know, mate, you'll recover, whatever at this point. Definitely the way he's talking, though, makes it sound like the Dallas Empire have come to him behind the scenes and said, look, that's not acceptable. We're not going to be continuing our relationship. Just the way he says it, right? Maybe he's just exaggerating here and maybe they haven't come to a decision yet. But look, the way he talks about it makes it sound like it's not ideal. And I think Guerillas makes a good point. So he does a second apology video here. Nothing I said last night was an act. Everyone under the impression I don't care, etc. Can't sleep about this. Obviously, he's not in a great mood. And Guerillas comes back, listen, bro, I know how much this means to you and the emotions involved. Handle this with dignity and humility. Donate your salary and make awareness to autism. Demonstrate your views can change. Aren't acceptable and you need to learn to grow. The soppy look ain't good and it makes it look like you're sorry you've been caught and could face repercussions. Own it and grow, which I think honestly from Guerillas is pretty bang on the money. And look, as he said here, I'm devastated I've ruined my life. Please understand I'm generally sorry. Which again, the only reason why I bring this to light is have the Dallas Empire gone to him behind the scenes and said, look, this isn't acceptable. We're cutting ties. And just wanted to share with you this thing. Of course, look. Context is a factor. We don't fully know the context, but clearly this tweet is completely unacceptable. And look, this is from 2014 when he was 20, right? So at the end of the day, it's 5 years on, you're still using highly questionable language. I can understand if the Dallas Empire are like, look, this isn't someone we want to associate with, especially the way he's handled the repercussions. Karma says, this thing with Charles MUTEX is honestly so ridiculous. Should you say that? No. But just yesterday, people watching Rust with 20k viewers, XQC said the same words on Twitch probably about 5 times in a matter of minutes. The entire chat was probably laughing. And look, I think this is a fair point, right? But at the same time, as XQC says, when your organization spends 25 million on a franchise spot, they want to make sure their shareholders are happy. Don't try and explain the current state of culture to billionaire investors. Once you sign and earn their money, you play the game with their rules. And XQC, of course, knows this firsthand from when he was having the experience on the Dallas Fuel, as far as I'm aware. And I think he probably expects that MUTEX will have a similar punishment. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new as always. Leave your thoughts down below. Very interesting topic of discussion. What do you think should happen to MUTEX? And maybe we'll see in coming days whether there is an official stance taken by the Dallas Empire here, and maybe they don't do everything behind the scenes. So yeah, thanks for watching as always. I'll see you next time.